Hi, I'm Alma Zapata from the University of Murcia and this is my school organization final exam. After analyzing the text about the motivation, I have taken the following aspects. These elements affect to the different organizational relationships in the following way. Teacher-student connection. The teacher is in charge of providing these elements to the students. Connection with peers. These elements have to be developed by the students and in a cooperative way. Connection within the learning context. These elements will be developed as required by the context and within the classroom. Connection beyond the classroom. Values that they will develop throughout their lives. And connection within learning. These elements are needed to ensure children's learning. I consider that the factors related to the complexity of organization which difficult our schools to be learning communities are the interactions. The whole system of a school must be aware of the importance of interaction and communication between all members of the structure in order for knowledge to be effectively transmitted, since this element is very important for a school that is to become a learning community. The information transmission doesn't have to be simply between teacher and students, but between colleagues. Teachers need to maintain communication with their colleagues whether they are from the same school or not, and also with experts in subject or other important topics for their formation. Because to create a learning community, not only children are in the process of learning, but also the adults around them must continue to develop their skills and knowledge, including children's families, since according to Drago Serverson, supporting adult learning is directly and positively linked to enhancing children's achievement. An example of an action that can move closer a school to becoming a learning community is the collaboration of all components that are part of the school structure to develop behavioral rules, the course planning, or a new curricula.
On my participative leadership style, these are the 5 most important points of my program related to students grouping and the elements which represent it. The 2 different types of grouping we are going to use are whole class grouping in order to create very collaborative lessons, and small groups grouping to foster family atmosphere, collaborative work and team spirit. The desk will be placed in a U shape for the first type and group all along the class for the second type. The small groups will be made by the teacher and will change depending on the task at hand. Also, students will have free grouping tasks in which they can choose the size and the shape of their groups in order to encourage decision making and work freedom in class. In the first grouping type, we will perform learning and practicing new skills or knowledge, while in the second type, we will apply the skills and knowledge they have learned and develop them in familiar context for the students. We will carry out whole class projects in which each student will have a different role or activity to play. This will be the only time that they will work individually, but feeling at the same time part of a bigger structure. Then also projects that they will carry out in the small groups that can be different for each group, or also part of a bigger common project that they will complete with each group's results. By carrying out these activities, we will encourage the collective effort for the quality of the tasks and the final product. Lastly, the groups will be both mixed gender and mixed skill to encourage the respect for the contributions of all the group members and also the respect for diversity. In my point of view, I deserve an 8 because of the progress I have made since the start of the subject, and also because I have made a great job in the video. I think the most important idea I have learned about the school organization is schools as learning communities, because I think it's a great innovation for the future of the educational system. The complexity is the idea that has surprised me the most, because as a student I have never imagined the inside structure of any school. I believe that the most important thing that I have learned preparing this video is to link all the concepts and topics in the subject together.